Yo, GameBro here, and this is Let's Play product number 3. Let us continue with the third mission, the one that I've mentioned that I struggled with a lot. And the fourth mission, boy, am I ever going to struggle with that one. But that's what the trial missions are for. You need to upgrade Vanessa till you're satisfied, till you think you'll suffice. That's what the trial missions are there for. So, yep, challenging game. What can I say? You can also actually unlock a hard mode, because normal mode wasn't challenging enough. Even easy mode, I died several times near the end. I think you unlock by completing this game on normal, or does it have something to do with getting all Vanessa's suits? So yeah, if even normal mode's not challenging enough, it's an even harder difficulty. So there you go. Yes, more reused rooms. Still not as bad as some of the NES games, though. As for what's beyond Fun Hatch, it's a mystery, it seems. Lots of times you could just head into the next room without needing to destroy machines, but you're gonna lack some points that way. So you'll want to try to destroy them all and do it quickly. When those machines fire projectiles on you, you'll be safe for a few seconds. You can just sidestep and then fire at it as quickly as you can. Try to take it out. You gotta be good at button mashing as well in order to get decent enough at this game. There's also a suit that has moderate barrier but very weak palm shots. One of the earliest you can buy. So if you are sick of like button mashing, that particular suit will fire automatically. Although it fires like half the rate my button mashing skills do. Not too fast, but it's something. There's also another suit that can do the same thing, which I assume fires palm shots even more quickly, but I've yet to confirm that. Another room where you can pick up some things if you can afford them, and not prior to this mission. Those enemies, I believe those are the ones I mentioned that will try to scan you. Otherwise, they are no threat at all. Like even then, scanning, how will it be beneficial to those machines exactly? Okay, right there, make it. Allies have better lock onto you, but those are the only enemies in this room. So really, those are the definition of small fry. Not threatening. And of course another reuse room. But the room but this game has an okay enough variety of rooms. It's just noticeable that it does reuse the same rooms. But I guess that's Capcom for you. Viva Joe's guilty of that as well. Although at least in that game, you do play through nighttime. The second time you go through the city. Hardly a place to cover in here. Duck and fire. Once again, a lot of enemies will show up once you make it to a certain point in this point in a room. So look thoroughly so you can get the most amount of points possible. You could miss them if you don't backtrack. Next. It's always fun to try to avoid the lasers. And I say, I think here I tried to execute Go Wing and failed at it. I do think the Cube controller is one of the best controllers ever made. However, the pad is definitely too small. And that the Z button feels a little out of place, but it's an awesome controller otherwise. I also remember there's this third-party controller that actually has an M button right next to the L. What did it do? Absolutely nothing. Don't know why they felt like they need to add in another button. There's also like a mini game in Mario Party 5, which I think like a Shy Guy brings up a sign with a letter on it, one of them being M. I actually thought that the M on that third-party controller would work on it, so you can kind of cheat against the AI. But it doesn't work. That M is completely useless. Defeating tougher enemies gives you lots of time, so do try to save the small fry for last when you can, when you have a good opportunity. Once again, lasers, deadly. If it was hard mode, perhaps they would even kill Vanessa in one shot, even with full health. I know in normal mode, enemies do a lot more damage to you. And I know bosses take more than they would in easy mode. Most of the bosses in easy, you can just wail on them easily as long as you had energy drive to spare. No big deal that I died there. Just barely in time. And more of those machines which truly do look like something out of Portal. You know, go past me. Damn it, past me, I was too late. 6,400 points isn't bad, but I could have gotten like Perhaps double that. At least. Well, sure, since I took care of at least half the enemies. And you know, with the large number to the left of the amount of points below the timer, you do the math. You'll know how much you get. So I guess that's all the enemies for this room. Energy isn't going anywhere, so pick it up when you need to and not having the need to have to before it's too late. And I guess there's even some energy that you can come back to get him if needed. Hurrah for an extra life. Must get as many as I can, so yep. Have no need to pick him up. Have no need to buy him is what I'm trying to say. Another hallway. Doesn't this room seem kind of familiar? It was just a bit too slow to duck there. Just making sure no enemies will just magically appear. Nothing but small fry in this room. Try to use Gold Wing, since it can take care of a lot of small fry enemies. Not a terrible idea, but those enemies were really weak, so it might not be worth it in the long run. And there's even an extra life back there. I didn't want to miss it. How did I miss it? Well, anywho. Stylishly making it to the door. So it's fun to be stylish and whatnot. Just be careful not to use going or whatever against objects that are made to block enemies with projectiles for a certain amount of time. And here is another room where you can get a really large combo. Again, can't manually aim. So you get to fire when the need is necessary. Seems like a bad idea to forward jump as those missiles are coming at you, but I way more often than not seem to dodge them pretty easily. Got a lot of points there. It's so satisfying. Yeah, don't leave yet. I guess that's everything in this room. So and of course a room that you can restore your life and whatnot. Once again, didn't make any huge changes. Yet here we are again, with her agent not interrupting her this time. And we're really facing it. Not too hard of a boss. In easy mode, you can just use going a couple times and it's down. He'll take a little more than that. He'll take some button mashing. Let's use that certain suit that I mentioned. You be sure that it's facing the opposite way when it's firing its laser so you can have plenty of time to deal with its health. It's really not hard. I could have just taken it earlier, but no. And now it's over with. And why wouldn't you feel like it? Unless she means able to afford it. But now that suit is at its prime. The Primer Blazer, Primer Guardian, and 3 more new ones. Well, that'll be all for this part. This is GameBro. See you on the next video.